I'll start off. Obviously, you guys heard the news about JT. We found out he sustained an injury to his thumb after the game Monday evening. He's going to have a surgery done on it. How much time it will be, not exactly sure, but we'll see how the rehab process goes, and hopefully we'll have him back sooner than later.
Did you have any idea what he was dealing with during the game? I mean, you couldn't tell.
Yeah, he was playing ball.
Crazy.
Do you know now, like, what play or when
I
it
don't.
happened?
I don't. Yeah.
Right hamstring?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead. Knowing the fact that you're never having for some time, how nice is it to have the luxury, though, of having someone like Zach back there who go to work?
Yeah, no, it's big. Obviously, when JT wasn't with us early in the season, Zach carried the load, and that's what we expect, going forward with him until we get JT back.
walk through today, what's the thought behind that?
Just to keep these guys fresh. It's a long season. Want to keep these guys fresh. Obviously, it'll be a big mental day for us going through our process, but make sure they're ready to go and playing fast on Sundays. And you guys will probably see a lot of walkthroughs going forward on Wednesday towards the end of the season.
What is it with, as a head coach, I mean, this is different for you. You've got the entire team to worry about instead of an offense. When things happen, go back, all the suspensions and all this, how do you just sort of deal with it and move on as if something didn't happen?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I just think like focus at the task at hand. There's going to be stuff that comes up throughout the season. It's going to happen throughout every season, and you just got to do your job. Everyone's going to do their job and keep it moving, and that's just the way I look at it,
You don't start thinking, gosh, what next?
Nope, I don't know. Just keep going through your process, getting better.
Like ball security, the big issue with JT, and trying to play through it.
Yeah, I think carrying that football, obviously gripping it, and then obviously in pass protection, you know what I mean, just being smart there.
Is IR being considered?
Not right now.
Shane, you had the opportunity last year, obviously, to be a part of a team that's had winning streaks. Now you guys are on your biggest of the season. What is your message that you're sending to the guys here as you continue to ride this winning streak here?
Maintain the focus and of getting better every day, and that's it. Just trust in our process of going through the weekly preparation and getting better. That's really it, and being 1-0. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff, obviously the playoff picture, but it's really about this week, and that's what we got to focus on is this week.
Some of the guys a few weeks ago were making fun of Zach because they were saying he was slow on one of his breakaway runs, jokingly. But I mean, look, he isn't like this blazing fast guy. How has but he has explosive plays this year,
Oh, yeah.
right? So you don't maybe expect it from a guy who isn't like quote unquote fast. What is it about him?
I think he's very nimble. Like when he's going through, he's very patient. He sees it, he presses the holes, and then when he does get out in space, he's able to break tackles and create those explosives, which is awesome to see. And he's been awesome for us all year, and obviously excited for him, these next, however long.
And you weren't here last year, but obviously he came here, from a situation where he wasn't being used very much, and was excited about it. And I don't think he could have ever imagined he'd be used this much. Just in terms of just being ready, is it a testament to other guys to some extent?
It's phenomenal. The way he prepares every week is awesome. He's a great teammate, great in that room, in that running back room. DeAndre Smith, our running back coach, does a great job with those guys. Our quarterback room and our running back room is right next to each other, and you can hear DeAndre in there coaching his tail off. And he's just done a heck of a job, and excited about Zach.
You talked about focusing on this upcoming week. You guys face the Tennessee Titans for the second time this season. What are the biggest differences you've seen from them coming into this game as opposed to when you were facing them week 5? They're doing a good job. Again, I got a ton of respect for Coach Vrabel. Obviously, the first time we went up against him, he's had a ton of success in this league. They do a really good job on defense. I think it starts up front with Simmons and Tart and Key. Those guys are really good players, and it'll be a heck of a challenge anytime you go on the road in an environment and a division opponent. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a 4-quarter battle that we got to get ready for. But they're playing good football. And then offensively, we know what Derrick Henry is. He's a heck of a football player. We got to tackle him. And then the quarterback, Levis playing now. He's got a big arm. They're putting the ball down the field a good amount with him, so we got to eliminate the explosive plays. And then Hopkins, is a really good player that we got to keep an eye on.
What were your Trey Sermon the backup?
What's that?
Yeah. The backup?
Yeah.
What were your impressions of
Levis during the draft?
Huge arm, can make all the throws, very tough. He was a smart football player. Looks like he's going to have a good career.
With walkthroughs, it's hard to judge, but Ryan Kelly, is he still in protocol?
He's still in protocol, yeah.
Would he practice? Would a full day of practice if today was
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
When you look back at the first meeting, so much personnel has changed for you guys and for them. Is it hard to grasp a whole lot from what happened in the first matchup?
Yeah, I think you kind of look at maybe is it more schematically, have they switched things up defensively, offensively is really what you look at because from a personnel standpoint, I know they got some new guys, Kayvon Wallace on the back end, spent some time with him in Philly. So they got some new pieces. So, yeah.
Will you guys add a running back, or you like what you have in-house?
We feel good right now. Yeah.
I guess with Trey Sermon, what made you all want to make him part of this team, obviously?
Yeah, no, Trey's a good runner. He's got good vision. He's a strong back. Spent some time with him, obviously, in Philly. Had him there when I was there. But a good, strong runner. He's got good vision, good patience, and he's able to break tackles.
How important is it to just maintain some kind of balance in the backfield as well? I know Zach had a huge workload early in the year, but obviously not ideal, I guess, to have him play 95% of the snaps.
Yeah, no, we work through those things every week, even when we had Zach and JT, obviously. But, Zach's, he carried the workload a good amount, obviously, early in the season, and feel really good about Zach.
Titans have played really well at home. Do you see anything on tape that makes them a better team when they're?
That's a great question. I know they're scoring a lot of points there. I looked at that last night. I think they scored 17 against Atlanta, but everything else they've scored 20+ points. I don't know if the rhyme and reason for it, but they're playing good at home.
Shane, did Juju's miss 4 games? Did he get longer timetable than you originally thought, or why not put him on IR?
Yeah, we worked through that process. He's getting better. He's getting close, and we'll see how the week goes this week.